In today's video, I'll be showing you a simple way that you can put some money in your pocket through a side hustle, either on the weekends, or you can turn this into a full-time business and upgrade to bigger and larger equipment. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be using the Auric Orbiter, which runs about $350 to $400, and some various items that I'll explain throughout the video. Okay, I've got my 4-gallon jug. I got my Worx, W-O-R-X, HydroShot 20-volt lithium-powered sprayer. You can use a regular garden pump-up sprayer to begin with, and then if you get sick of pumping, you can go this route. The Worx sprayer runs about $79 on eBay. I've got it set to a 40-degree angle, and you will notice I am keeping it very low to the ground. You don't want to hold it up and kind of mist it all over the place. You'll wet the walls, the wall boards, and not only that, you'll be vaporizing that stuff into the atmosphere, which could get into your lungs, even though this is a very safe 0 health rating product. You don't want to do that. You want it to go where it needs to go. I'll be kind of spraying pretty liberally so that we can remove the soil. It's hard to tell on the camera here. This is a all light gray carpet. I know it sometimes appears to be a beige, but it's a light gray. It's got a little bit of soiling and wear patterns throughout. Not very visible, like I said. This is not a really bad job. But you'll notice I'm going a little heavier in those traffic areas. By traffic areas, now that the furniture has been moved out of this home, you can assume and you can see the patterns when they came through the door. It kind of Y's out both directions, indicating the bed was probably somewhere in the center. So the Green Dragon is a crystallizing encapsulating solution. I put that in the tank at 1 ounce per gallon of water. And what I'm doing here is basically neutralizing the person that owned this house before had cats. So what we're going to do is add a tablespoon of Kaput. That is a stabilized ClO2, chlorine dioxide. That will take care of the cat allergy that the client has here. If you're interested in these products, it's ncapstore.com. Go on there, look up Green Dragon, you can read about it. Look up Kaput, you can read about it. Or you can contact Damon Williams, he's the owner. Very helpful guy if you're just getting started in the business or starting up a side hustle. This is the Auric Orbiter. It's available Amazon, I think $350 to $400. You can find them used on the marketplace. The handles are custom handles I put on there. They're from Amazon, $10 a piece. You search back easy. So I've already done 2 rooms ahead of time. I'm going to just film this 3rd room for you. You can see those pads have picked up a lot of soil in the other 2 rooms. I'll include a few pictures of the afterwork at the back. I did pre-vacuum all of the areas with my Hoover Hush-Tone commercial vacuum. Very important. You want to get the dry soil up first. Now in this episode, I will be using a post-vacuum. There's that new pad, or it's the same pad driver, but if you go back to the last video, you'll see where I replaced the Velcro, and it's working fantastic. So if you want to upgrade your Auric Orbiter, go check that out. I'm going to methodically move through the traffic area first. So it's all been pre-sprayed. You saw me do that. Now we're taking that cotton polyester pad and we are absorbing the suspended soils. So again, 70% of all your dirt and soil in your carpet fibers are dry particulate soil. We call it dry soil. So your number 1 step is to vacuum thoroughly. vacuum both directions. Then come in, lay down your cleaning solution, in this case, the Green Dragon and the Kaput. It will find its way into the fibers and release the soil for extraction. It's referred to as SET, is the acronym, which stands for Soil Extraction Transfer Technology. That little acronym was coined by Robin, who owns OxyDry. You can search OxyDry on YouTube. He has a channel as well. Very knowledgeable and helpful if you're just getting into the business. So the Auric Orbiter is orbiting, and it's hitting all sides of the carpet. This is a lightweight machine, weighs about 24 pounds, very simple, on off. You can operate it with one hand, so if you're elderly, in your 70s or 80s, you can still do this. You do want to advertise this as a general carpet cleaning, low moisture. You can call it encapsulation if you choose to. I like to use SET because there's too many confusing videos and information on Google about encapsulation where they say you spray the encapsulating solution down, you brush it in, and then you tell your customer they have to vacuum out the dirt the next day. That's not what we're doing here. We're doing a crystallization encapsulation, and we're pad capping. So that pad is what they refer to as pad capping. It is absorbing the soil into the pad. What I like to do here is I go across. I'm going to get in the closet here first, and then I'll show you my method to madness. While we're doing this, I'll repeat. This is an Auric Orbiter. It is the XL Pro. That's the one you want. It has to be the XL Pro. And I'm going across horizontally. Just taking my time, slowly go across. I may have sped this up a little bit, maybe 1 1/4, 1.5 regular speed, just so that you're not watching real slow motion. But you do need to let the machine do its work. Then I'm going vertically. So I've already went across. I did 4 lanes. And now I'm gonna vertically cover or scrub those 4 lanes. And you could see it does put down those triangles as you move it across, but I always either use a grooming brush so I could check my work, put those aesthetic triangles down. In this case, I'm gonna be using my shop vac. Because of the allergies that she has to cats, I'm probably gonna pull up some cat dander or cat hair that was weaved in below the surface of the carpet down in the lower regions that even my commercial vac probably didn't get out. So we're going to use the shop vac. I'll show you what I've done with that. So all in all, if you put this together, you're looking at a garden sprayer, a orbital floor machine. You can find the Auric Orbiter is for beginners or elderly people. This is going to be your best bet to start out with because it's so simple to use that if you look at some of my other videos, you'll get the point. The bigger machines, if you decide you want to get into the business full-time, you may want to invest in the bigger machines. And the Swirly is a 15-inch floor machine. You'll see me use that. It's under $1,500. You can find rotary floor machines on Facebook Marketplace for a couple $100 as well, but just be cautious that you know what you're doing if you get into that. If you follow my channel, you'll know because I'll show you. Look at that, already looking fantastic. And like I said, some people will leave it this way. I don't recommend it. So we're going across and back. We'll create about 3 or 4 lanes, which I like to think is probably a 3-foot or a 4-foot area that we're cleaning. And you can use just the one pad if it's not heavily soiled. I use one pad per room. If it's heavily soiled, I'll go all the way through, then I'll flip the pad over. As long as it hasn't drawn up too much soil into the backside, I'll go over it with the B side, the second side. And I'm not opposed to using additional pads. If I think it will clean better, I'm going to do it. Do keep in mind, if you're new in the business, not any method will get 100% of the soil. There's always going to be a little bit of the soil left behind. The beautiful thing with the Green Dragon is it's going to crystallize. There's zero residue. And yes, the next time they routinely vacuum, it just looks cleaner and cleaner. Not required to have them clean it right away, so don't worry about that. You do want to be able to explain to your client, like this client, she called and she was looking for dry carpet cleaning actually, and she got me, and I explained to her what I'm doing and how the orbital motion works on the bottom and the pads I'm using, the cleaner I'm using. I showed her the bottle of Green Dragon. You could see that it's safe for her, and then I showed her that I'm using a chlorine dioxide, which is going to take care of the allergy problem that she had. And I will say, if you take the time and you're friendly and you explain the process to people, and not 100% of your clients are going to accept it. If they don't, that's okay. We can only control the things that are inside of our control. And what's inside of my control today is explaining it, doing the work, and saying, hey, if you're not happy, we offer a 100% money back guarantee. Call me within 7 days. I'll come back. I'll re-clean any problem areas that you may think need attention. After that, if you're not happy, we just refund you your money. So we're not in this to scam anybody. We are creating a long-term relationship with our clients. And with that said, this client was so tickled by the time I was done and so pleased with the time I took and the information I shared with her that she gave me a $25 cash tip on top of the job. So there you go. You can get a side hustle. You can do weekends. You can make $1,000 a week. You can make as much as you're willing to work. If you're a young, healthy buck, you want to get out there, go at it. Let your wife know. Maybe go to your wife and say, hey, honey, you are a fantastic house cleaner, babe. She's going to say, oh, that trick's not going to work. I know what you want. Say, no, I'm not going there. I was thinking about opening up a floor cleaning business and maybe include house cleaning, general house cleaning. So when people move out, you and your wife can go out and you can do the general cleaning. Have you ever moved out of an apartment or home and had to clean it up before you left? Same thing. Just put it in writing what you're doing so they know. Charge a fair hourly rate, and you're good to go. So let's take a look at the last pad. Oh, yeah. So when they say, where does the dirt go? It gets absorbed into the pad. And typically my next step would be just to use my grooming brush. But here I'm using the Craftsman. This is a 4-gallon, 5-horsepower one that you can get at your local hardware store. They run about $99. And the piece I attached on the end is it's called the Pro Team backpack gliding head, I guess, Pro Team. You can find those on Amazon. I needed it because it has that glide and it moves easily over the carpet. And then it didn't fit the smaller pipes, so I just went to the hardware store and got I don't know what they call it, an elbow from the PVC, the lawn center, and stuck it in there, put a little tape on it, and boom, it fit perfect. So there you go. And the hose is cut down so that it's not hanging or draping, because I want to be able to carry this in my hand. Like I said, you normally wouldn't have to do a post vacuuming unless you choose to. if you're new to the business and you're nervous that someone's looking at you, and you shouldn't be. I've been doing this forever. I mean, I'll bring in a toothbrush and a rag and some cleaning, and I don't think the customer cares as long as you get their carpets clean and you offer money back satisfaction guarantee. But if you're a little nervous and you got a lot of energy, you could do this at every job, then they're hearing suction, you know what I mean? And some people think, oh God, they're going to see me and they're going to have questions. So you pre-scrub it. Actually, you're pad capping it, and then you post vacuum. And I'm doing it in this case because I want to get as much of the cat hair that may still be left on there so that she doesn't have allergies. Very simple. And I mean, you can see the setup with the shop vac is very simple. What I've done is I've pulled the filter off of the inside of the shop vac, and I purchased a bag of 50 pantyhose on nude pantyhose, I guess, on Amazon for maybe $8. And I just put the pantyhose over where the filter was so that I don't have to put foam and clean it. I just put it on there, and if it picks up any moisture, I just pull it off, throw it away, and I put another pantyhose on there just to prevent any debris from going through the motor. I'll show you that in another video. You saw me clean the one room, which is this room. What you were watching me do is post-vac the other rooms that I did. You'll see the other rooms at the end of the video. Pretty simple procedure, but like I said, if you're concerned or you're one of those people that think you have to take people to the road and pony show and you want bells and whistles, and I mean, go for it. Take your shop vac. You can even, paint your shop vac if you think people are going to go, oh, what's he doing with a shop vac? I mean, you'll learn not to care. It's just, what is it doing? The shop vac is sucking up any additional hair after the cleaning. And they did see me use a professional vacuum ahead of time. So I never have the need to explain to somebody, and I never get customers that hover over my shoulders and watch me. And when they do, or if they attempt to, I just tell them, hey, for your protection and mine, I want to do the best job for you. And I don't want to be looking over my shoulder concerned you're going to slip and fall. I would rather just do the job, and then you can come walk through, make sure you're happy with the job, And then in my case, hey, if you want to learn carpet cleaning, I'll give you the channel to my YouTube, right? What the heck? Not hiding anything, and you don't have to either. As you progress, obviously I do this full time. I have bigger equipment, bigger accounts, but I'm trying to share and help people, supplement your Social Security or get a little side hustle. Maybe you're having problems paying your car payment. Bada boom, bada bang. Policy's got you covered. You get you a few pieces of equipment. Maybe you get a tax return, and you go out and you do the job. This is the Craftsman. You can see the pipe store underneath. I'll wrap everything up. I'll show you the final results. Make sure you go back, subscribe to my channel, go back and watch a few of the previous videos. You'll get some additional training. But look at that beautiful situation. Oh yeah, can you do that? Did that look really difficult? Did I hide anything from you? The good Lord wants me to bless you, and in turn, He'll bless me. Everything's eco-friendly. Appreciate you watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Let's go.